Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing great today. And in this video, I'm going to be doing an account review for a regular stream viewer. Now the stream viewer is Degen, Perfect Degen. His account is Maury Boston. Hopefully I pronounced that right, probably didn't. But either way, he sent me a message on Discord and asked if I could help him with getting to through the challenges inside of the dungeon challenges. So in this case, we got to do stage 13 of Magic Keep, stage 13 of Spirit Keep, and stage 13 of Fire Knight's Castle. So in this video today, I'm going to be running through how I would set up his team to do each one of those. We're hopefully going to get to the point of being able to complete each one of those. I looked at his champions already. Gets really good champions. I'm really excited to take a dive into this and get him through all of those challenges. So let's get right into the video. Now, first off, when I open up the account, I always like to go in and check what champions people have. I mean, that makes the most sense, right? So I checked out his champions. He's got a lot of really good champions. Not only really good champions, but they're high level. So a few level 60s. I didn't actually check if their masteries were done. So we don't have any of the masteries complete on any of the champions, it doesn't look like. I definitely think you should get some of the masteries done. I mean, you have 1,000 gems, plus the gem mine fully upgraded, I believe. Yeah, so that's definitely good. More than worth it to go ahead and get some masteries on champions, but we can definitely do this without having the masteries. If you got the masteries on somebody like Kayle, you're gonna do a lot more damage against the clan boss. It's gonna jump your clan boss damage up at least another couple million actually. But since our focus is just on the dungeons, I'm gonna try to stay focused only on that. Now, let's jump in here and see what teams he currently has. Now in the Magic Keep, I have not done anything inside of here yet. So he's up to stage 13. This is a pretty decent team. I definitely think we can make some changes and do even better. So he hasn't done stage 13 on the Magic Keep yet. I assume he's tried it and not actually been successful. I'm going to try and swap out Senesha for Steadfast Marshal. Just a simple little change. We're just going to run this on auto one time and see how it works. So Steadfast Marshal does have a steel debuffs on one of his abilities. I don't know if it's A2 or A1. I forget. I looked at it before jumping into this match, but I definitely think he's a really good champion. Plus, this block damage is really good. I mean, he's a very solid champion. I think overall a very underrated champion, and I kind of, even for me, he was underrated for a long time. I didn't focus on using him. Didn't think he was that great. I have him on my main account, but never really touched him. But when looking into his skill set, he's like a perfect Magic Keep champion. So hopefully this goes pretty smoothly. If he takes out that shield, if he steals this shield, he's gonna have a massive shield on himself. Now, obviously, the Magic Keep boss does have a lot of shield on her, but we're going to see how well we can take that down. So, hopefully, he steals some abilities. I'm going to see which one of his abilities actually is the stealing one. So, we're going to run through auto until it gets to his turn. And then once it gets to his turn, I'm going to try to pause it. Now, what is it? So, it has 40% chance of stealing 2 random buffs from the target. So, that is such a good ability. So, if it actually lands, it's going to be amazing. Now, we may need to get more accuracy on him, but I definitely think this is going to be really easy for us to just burn right through. He's not stealing the buffs. I'm going to say he probably needs more accuracy on him, because if we could get him to steal those buffs, we would 100% have the Magic Keep done. Now, looks like so the buffs are down currently. Hopefully he steals some of these. Okay, still nothing. So we need to check him to see if how his accuracy is looking. We're not going to win this match, so let's go ahead and get out of it. I'm going to take a look at his gear and see if we can fix something on it. All right, so we're inside here at his gear now. So his accuracy is 23, very low on the accuracy. It's not booked up. If we book this up, we get a 50% chance, but the 40% chance should be fine. I definitely want to try to get an accuracy chess piece on him. We don't have a ton of silver to work with, which is kind of unfortunate, but we'll try to work with what we got here. I would like for his accuracy to be a little bit higher than this. I'm probably going to take this gear off of this champion. It's going to break the set, but I think his survivability is fine the way it is. I'm going to take this up to level 12. It's not going to use too much silver. Going to give him some more accuracy. Let it be a little bit more consistent on that debuff stealing. Because if we can steal those debuffs and apply that block and apply his debuffs, we'll do really good. I forget what his debuff is. I think his debuff he applies is block buffs, actually. Let me check that. If that's the case, then he's a Magic Keep beast. Block buffs, yeah. For 2 turns, so sweet. So yeah, let's definitely get that chess piece on him, and we may be able to even take that up to 16 because it's one of his better chess pieces that he has. I mean, it's on his Yaomen. I know he upgraded his Yaomen for the Fire Knight, but I think we actually have a better team set up for that as well. I did try out the Fire Knight before I even start recording this video because Fire Knight's a team that's a little bit tricky, and I want to make this as efficient as possible. So I did change his Fire Knight team already. I haven't touched the Spirit Keep, so we'll definitely be jumping into the Spirit Keep after this. But let's focus on getting the Magic Keep done, and then we'll move into those others. So I'm gonna get this upgraded, and then we'll jump back into the Magic Keep and see how it goes from there. All right, so we got the piece upgraded. Let's jump back into the Magic Keep and see how everything goes. It took us way too many upgrades to try to get that piece done, which kind of sucks because we would have liked to save some of the silver. But sometimes you get lucky with the RNG on the upgrades, and sometimes it's absolutely terrible. That case was pretty terrible. But now that he has, I think, 64 accuracy, we should be doing better versus the Magic Keep boss and actually stealing those debuffs and such. So, see, we did apply block buffs there, which is really good. If we can get that applied to this boss sooner rather than later, it's going to be amazing. I could have done this on manual and still got that completed, but I think auto should be perfectly fine, assuming we steal everything like we should be. I would have really liked to got that off first turn, because it's going to be a little bit more difficult to burn through all of these. But, okay, so still not stealing anything. And granted, it is only 40%. So we're gonna see how he does it. You know, so she's resisting everything she has. So if you keep seeing this resist pop up every time he tries to steal her buffs, that means she's resisting it. Obviously, it means she's resisting. It means you need more accuracy. So we may need to take a look at the accuracy, possibly give him a little bit more. Once these buffs come down. Maybe he applies, no, he didn't apply. She resisted it again. So we 100% need to get more accuracy on him. Maybe closer to that 100 accuracy mark if possible. I may attempt to take that piece to level 16. I think that's our best bet. First, I'm gonna check to see if there's any other pieces in the life set that's already upgraded for him that has accuracy on it. So let's go to substats and then accuracy. And then we're gonna go down to the immortal pieces first. Oh, we can go to equipped as well. So let's do an immortal weapon. If an immortal weapon with accuracy would be pretty nice. So this one does have accuracy plus 15. So I would much rather do these pieces. Let's take this to 12. We may actually, I gotta be very careful because he doesn't have a whole lot of silver left. So be very mindful in the pieces we swap out. So this would be an extra 15 accuracy, not much sacrifice on anything else. Once this actually works, we'll get it swapped out. Okay, perfect. And now let's check if there's any helmets. So there is a helmet. Does not have any accuracy stats rolled yet. Oh look, we got one that's definitely gonna do accuracy. I should have checked this piece first. For whatever reason I didn't. So we're just gonna take this to 4, put this on. I'm gonna get a decent amount of accuracy increased. That's gonna take it up to a 17. That's a big roll. We'll take that, throw that on him. Not as high as the other piece, but it's got the accuracy we need. Now hopefully the boss will not be resistant everything as much here. Let's try it again. Jump back in here, rinse and repeat. Stayed pretty lean with the spending. Didn't have to invest too much in getting them those accuracy rolls. Didn't lose out on too many stats. His Kale is really good. He hits like a truck. I like that. So he places this block damage, which is super good because it makes us get through this wave without any trouble whatsoever. Especially since he's going kind of last. Now you can see we got 3 block buffs. Perfect. I really like to see that. Because last time, if you don't remember, we only got 1 up. The other 2, I believe, were resisted. So it's definitely good. Hopefully when he hits the boss this time, we actually steal the debuff. Okay, we still didn't steal it, but doesn't mean too much. It could have just been a bad percentage roll. I mean, after all, he only got 40% chance to steal him. Okay, still did not steal it, but it didn't say resisted, I don't believe. So it could just be not rolling that 40% chance. Okay, I'm still not seeing resisted. See what's going on here. So I'm waiting for the resisted to pop up here. If I see that, that means I might need a little bit more accuracy. If not, then it's just not landing. Okay, so we did steal the buff. Look at that massive shield. Like, he's not dying now. Nothing's gonna happen. So this is really, really good. Block damage, perfect. I think we're gonna get through it on stage 13. Just working the damage now. Hopefully he places up the block buffs, which would be really clutch. Looks like he's not going to. She's probably gonna get the buffs up again. Maybe not. But if he places the block buffs, amazing. I definitely think this team can take you through to stage 15 on the Magic Keep. Get this Warcaster up to a little bit above 100. His accuracy, give him more like a 150 range, and he'll probably, or better yet, 150 range for stage 15, or get him booked out more so that he's actually stealing the buffs more frequently, because this is going to be a close match still. Hopefully we steal the shield. We may not. If not, it's gonna be unfortunate. So he's missing a lot of these because he's not getting past that 40% roll. He's getting the accuracy roll. So there's 2 rolls. There's one roll for chance wise that is the percentage chance to actually place the debuff, so like that 40%, and then there's a roll versus your accuracy, your accuracy and their resistance. So he's missing his roll for the accuracy, the percentage to actually steal the buffs, not necessarily the accuracy versus resistance, if that makes any sense at all. So we did complete that. Sweet. Magic Keep is done. We can't do the Spirit Keep, clearly, because we don't have the 200 gems to unlock it. So we'll go over here and do the Fire Knight's Castle and see how far we can progress on that. So I'm gonna go through these stages that I can complete. We're gonna hopefully get down to stage 13, and then I'll jump back into this video and go over the team we have set up for stage 13. This is the team we have set up right now currently. The idea behind this is big speed boost from Khatoon, as well as a slow. Apothecary is also doing a speed boost, so we're gonna have a fast team the whole time. Armiger for the consistent turn meter reduction, Kayle for the massive damage, Apothecary also for the multi-hit, Runic Warder for the reflect damage. So I'm gonna jump in here and do this, and I'll be back whenever we get to stage 13 or get stuck somewhere else and have to make some changes. All right, so we just finished Fire Knight stage 10. The shield we got's actually pretty good. This is a pretty good shield for him. The issue we had here is the Runic Warder was not going very frequently. I think it's gonna cause some big issues later on down the road, especially since we were pretty strong against the Spirit Affinity. I'm gonna check his Runic Warder out. We're gonna see if we can get him a little bit of speed increase. Like if these are speed boots, not that champion. If these are, I would really like some speed boots on him instead. So his speed right now is only 138. Let's see where his skills are at. If I could get some books on him, that would be really good. Okay, so yeah, Degen, you got enough books, man. I'm gonna land some until, I'm gonna do some until it hits this. Hopefully we get that sooner rather than later. So I'm gonna use some of these books. You really want to get him booked up. You get 21 books. These won't be wasted unless we never hit the right ability. Your Runic Warder may be fully booked out before it happens, because he was missing all of his reflect damage. Now we got this fully booked. That's all we need. These other 2 abilities are great, but we're mostly focused on this one specifically. Runic Warder is going to do great for you in the Fire Knight for a long time, though. That is no worry whatsoever by using some books on him. Now I'm going to use these speed boots instead. Take his speed up a little bit. Definitely want him hitting more frequently than what he has been. I'm going to try to take these up to 12 to get a little bit, well, I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and take these up to 12 to get a little bit more speed. It shouldn't cost too much silver. They're all only 4 stars. I'm not going to take it any higher than that. Like I said, they're only 4 stars. We're not going to use them very long, but getting a little extra speed is definitely going to help Runic Warder keep up that reflect damage as much as possible, since that's the most important thing for the Fire Knight. Once you can get that reflect damage and get that Fire Knight shield down to 5, the team you have is gonna be amazing. I'm sorry for the dogs in the background. I'm gonna try to get that, try to do in between their barking. It's ridiculous. All right, so I'm gonna jump back into the Fire Knight once it gets to 12. We're gonna run through it again. Hopefully not see you guys again until stage 13 once we have that complete. Same team, same everything, running it on auto, see how it goes. All right, Degen, so we are back now, guys. So we did the Fire Knight. We went through the stages. We were having a lot of difficulty on stage 13. Stage 12, we did have to do a manual. This is the team we used. We had to make sure Khatoon kept up her decreased speed as much as possible and made sure Runic Warder was placing down his reflect damage at the right times, because he was doing it incorrectly sometimes on auto. So you do have to keep that in mind. Now, whenever we go to stage 13, I'll show you what's happening here. We're weak affinity. Runic Warder dies extremely quick. So what you need to do in order to get through this stage pretty easily, this team should work well for you. Kayle does take quite a bit of damage, so you may have to work on some of the masteries on your champions. But definitely getting Runic Warder to 50 or even 60 will help out a lot. We just need to get his survivability up, because right now his survivability is very low. You don't have enough silver in your account exactly right now to really make that much different. And also, I don't think gear alone is going to really change too much. So you definitely want to go in and try to get Runic Warder taken up a few levels. Preferably at least to 50, 5-star level 50, fully ascended. That should help him out. I mean, other than that, your team already beat the previous Fire Knight stage fairly easily. And the biggest issue has been Armiger missing his turn meter reduction. So his accuracy may need to be bumped up a little bit. We may need to get his accuracy closer to that 100 range like we were working on earlier with the Warcaster. So definitely do that. Definitely switch this chest piece out for an accuracy one, preferably. Let me see if you got anything currently in the speed set. You do not. So we really need a speed set accuracy chest piece just so we can keep his speed up. Armiger, the main thing with Armiger is having a lot of speed and having a lot of accuracy and 100% crit rate. So your Armiger is actually 5% off of 100% crit rate. We definitely would like to try to get that to 100%, which I'm actually may be able to. Yeah, so if you take this up one level, you'll be able to get to that 100%. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this up to 100% for you, because if Armiger ever misses the crit, he does not do the turn meter reduction. So I'm gonna get this to 100%. The two other things you should work on your account right now, in my opinion, is getting Runic Warder leveled up, ranked up, so that he survives on Fire Knight stage 13. Getting Armiger a little bit more accuracy. You can farm that through the speed levels in the campaign. Get him a speed chest piece with accuracy as the main stat, preferably 4 or 5 star. 5 star would be the best. You keep your set bonus. Armiger has a lot more accuracy, so he's actually landing the decreased turn meters, because you're really going to need it against this Fire Knight. Everything else looks pretty good. I mean, everything else ran pretty well. I believe Khotun was landing most of her stuff. I mean, this doesn't land very often. If you get a champion with a better decreased speed, that won't be bad. But I think the team comps we have is pretty solid for you. Now, as far as the magic keep, we cleared that no problem whatsoever. I know you also wanted to do the spirit keep, but I don't know what your current team is. Obviously, with the spirit keep, you would like to bring a heal reduction champion. You have a few heal reduction champions in your lineup. I mean, this guy, he has a decent heal reduction as well as a decreased speed. This could work for you whenever the spirit keep opens back up. And if you want me to jump back in here and take a look at it and try to get your team optimized for the spirit keep, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and increase your levels in the sparring pit. There you go, man. Switch those out whenever you get back in here. But hopefully that helps out. Hopefully that shows you a little bit more about what you can be doing to improve. The Fire Knight, like I said, little difficulty right now. When you make a few adjustments, we can clear that no problem. While I'm in here, let me take a look at your clan boss team just for curiosity. So yeah, your clan boss team looks pretty good. We do need a decreased attack champion in here. You do have some decreased attack champions, I believe. If not, Runic Warder, solid option. Decreased attack on his A2, so it'd help you live a little bit longer. It's a 3-turn cooldown, but definitely worth trying to bring him into your clan boss team. Maybe switch him out for like a Khotun or something, because Khatun's giving you a speed boost, but I think you have too many supports currently. So if you was to put Runic Warder or somebody else who would help your team live longer in your lineup, I think it would help out a lot. So definitely, also definitely get your masteries. Get a few champions masteries and you'll be golden, man. But thank you very much for letting me jump in here and take a look at your account. Hopefully that helps you out, let you progress a little bit more. Feel free to send me a message wherever and I'll help you out. But other than that, anybody else who's watched this, hopefully this helps you guys out in your account, helps you understand a little bit more how to progress through the certain dungeons and my thought process behind optimizing an account. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'm going to leave a link in the description to my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Tyraku. We stream every day except for Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to leave a link to my Discord channel as well, and feel free to join those and check it out. Thank you very much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.